You probably know what I'm calling about after Bryce's performance yesterday.
Yeah. I was just on another call from Australia with another guy talking about that.
But what did you make of it? 59 points is a hell of an achievement in a 40-minute game, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, he had a hot hand, and his teammate had to be getting the ball to him. They could see he was in that zone, so it's good when you got your teammate supporting you.
Absolutely. Did you ever think your record was going to be broken? It obviously stood for nearly 4 decades, which is an amazing achievement. And I think you had the first and the second highest score up until yesterday as a Wildcat.
Yeah, actually, I knew I scored the 57 points, but I never really realized it was a record that no one's ever got to, and it just kept on going. 37 years, that's a long time to hold that.
And on Bryce, any message to Bryce on his achievement? He's obviously been a remarkable player for the Wildcats for a very long time. 4 NBL MVPs, 6 Gordon Ellis medals as well. So he's been doing it for the Wildcats for a long time now, hasn't he?
Oh yes, and he's been doing it in a very professional way and also skillful way. He's been at the top of his game, very consistent over the period of time, and not just playing well. He's been getting championship and getting results. So you have to tilt your hat to him as being one of the all-time great Wildcats players for sure.
Did you think if anyone could break your record, it would be Bryce? He's such a consistent player, isn't he?
Oh yes, I've met the Wildcats. They flew me out when they did the tour of Utah and played against the Utah Jazz out there, and I saw him play there. You know what I mean? And saw the kind of style he had. So he didn't have his best game then, but I knew he was kind of upset. But the game afterward, I heard he had a really great game. That's the kind of player he is. You know what I mean? He's not going to just go down. You get him down today, he'll bounce back tomorrow.
And it's fitting on a week that we're going to celebrate the 1995 team as well. So a little bit of synergy there. We'll be wearing the 1995 inspired jerseys this week in Heritage Round on Friday night against Illawarra. Are you looking forward to seeing the boys run out in the 95 style jerseys?
Oh yes, that was a championship year, so they can take pride in wearing that because it might inspire them to get another one. So yeah, that was a fantastic year for us. So it was good. So it'd be great to see that.
Absolutely, yeah. Can I get one on that year itself? Because it felt like, especially in that grand final series, you came back from not only one game down, but you were down at halftime in game 2. What do you remember about that grand final series and I guess the season as a whole? Obviously, 4 players from that team, including yourself, got their jerseys retired. So it must have been a really special team to be a part of.
It was. It was a veteran type team. We all kind of understood it, and we all really wanted to win. And at that time, the competition was really stiff, so we all had to knuckle down, and we actually had a target on the Wildcats. Everybody wanted to beat us. You know what I mean? So we weren't going to let that happen that year. We really wanted to achieve that goal, and to do that, it was a fantastic crown to the Wildcats to be able to come back and win with such outstanding players on that team.
Now, speaking with your coach, Adrian Hurley, he seems to think that the Giants had some balloons ready to go at Game 2. Is that correct? Do you remember that at all?
I remember it well. They had for them for sure. They had it. I remember looking up there and seeing that because I thought they at halftime they had the momentum going their way and everybody started preparing things. You know what I mean?
That's unbelievable. That's a nice bit of motivation, isn't it?
Oh, it is, but I only really noticed it at the end of the game. You know what I mean? But they had started taking plans to celebrate, which they had really a a fantastic team. For us to beat them that year, that let you know it was a lot of our attitude was in the right place, and our determination to win and to not to let that slip away and to do it. I think that was our best championship.
Was that, in terms of memories from the NBL, was that championship your favourite memory of all time?
It was the most rewarding one, but the first one with the Wildcat was it was like getting a chip off your shoulder, you know what I mean, when that first one. But then, after that was the one that I enjoyed the most.
And before I let you go, do you have a message for Bryce about breaking the record?
Yeah, congratulations, Bryce. If anyone was going to do it, I'm glad that you was the person to do it. And I love how you control yourself and how you handle yourself with the Wildcats and how you help bring more championships to the Wildcats. So congratulations on a well-done job. Thanks,
James. And I really appreciate you taking my call at this time in the evening over there. So I hope the jersey arrives before Friday. But it was a pleasure to chat with you. And let's hope we can get another win at home and celebrate the 95 boys in style.
For sure, yeah. I'll be watching that game for sure. For sure, I'll be checking at the stats for that and see how it goes. What kind of point? Make sure to go for it. Don't be shy. Try to get another 59 as you can.